Welcome back to Double Back for Ammo. My name is Dan, and I'm so excited to kick off with you my Resident Evil 2 walkthrough series based on the GOG.com Good Old Games version of Resident Evil 2. We are going to play Claire A and then Leon B, and if that goes well, then we're going to play Leon A and Claire B. This is not a speed run. This is a kind of a standard playthrough. We're going to get all the items. We're going to defeat all the bosses and all the enemies, and it's going to take a while. This is going to be broken into 30-minute segments, and I'm not going to cover any secrets until the very end of the series. All right, we're going to start a new game in original mode on normal difficulty.
Resident Evil 2.
You can watch the opening movies yourself. Sorry for starting in the menu. Claire starts off with the handgun, the knife, and the lockpick, so she can open small drawers completely on her own without needing to get a small key. She does not have enough bullets in this handgun to kill every enemy between the start point and the RPD. So we are going to be avoiding a lot of zombies until we get to the RPD. So we're going to do a lot of zigzagging in the street, and I'm going to start now. All right, turn here and go up to the top of the screen, run across the back, and then slip right past this car. And then we're going to go down this side of the screen and zigzag right between them and go in the door. Once we get inside the shop, you just have to take a step forward.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Okay, further back in the shop here, there is there's a handgun bullets right here on the shelf. And if we turn around and go over to the other end of the counter, there's more handgun bullets here. So now we are good and stocked up. And then as we start to leave... Okay, so you saw that Kendo was holding a bowgun. If you run over there and search his body before the zombies get up, if you search it twice, you can get the bowgun. But it's pretty dangerous, so I don't recommend it until you get much, much better at the game. What we are going to do instead is turn around and run out of here. Okay, I run down the alleyway as soon as the scene loads and around the corner past the basketball court. As you get to here, they clearly break out. Keep running to the end and grab some more bullets. And then we're going to turn around, run back up the alley to about here. And start shooting them until you blow them down. These zombies are pretty easy to knock down. Once they're all down, you go right through this gate, avoid this last guy, and get out of here. Alright, just in case you get into trouble, take a minute to reload your weapon in the menu. You always want to reload your weapon in the menu. If you reload your weapon, if your gun runs out and you press the fire button again, if you have ammo in hand, Claire will automatically reload it. That leaves her open to enemy attacks, so you don't want to do that. You always want to reload it through the menu. So I'm pressing action button to go upstairs and downstairs, and you want to get used to that kind of thing. I'm going to turn immediately to this dumpster. I'm going to climb on top of it and climb down the other side, and then we got to zig and zag through here, and we can run all the way to the end and through the gate. In this next area, we just want to run through here, stick to these trucks, and get through here and get on that bus before those guys catch up with you. Now on the bus here, there's going to be a zombie on the ground, but she's off screen, so move until you change the screen, and then shoot her until she's dead. Now grab these bullets, great, alright, and then come back and shoot this guy until he falls down, and then just run out of here. Okay, this next area is the hairiest, so we're going to turn, run forward until it changes, run to the top of the screen, and then we're just going to run right down here through these guys, run back to the top of the screen, and just over to the gate. They'll be blocking your view a little bit, but you should be able to get into the gate there. Turn and go through here. Run this way around this guy and zag around this guy. And then go over here and enter the RPD. So there's a secret in that previous area that we will go over at the end of this series. Alright, so if you go down here, actually this statue, you want to look at the statue on your first game. See, you need something to do with a unicorn, so you're going to want to keep your eye out for that. Go up to this side, and on the counter here, when I pick these up, you're going to notice that my bullets increase by 30. Normally they only increase by 15, but this particular pickup increases them by 30. Alright, you can take the ink ribbons here. You can save your game using this typewriter. I am going to wait to save my game until a little bit later. If you check the computer, you can see that the doors are locked and you need a card key to unlock them. So I'm going to go around behind the counter here. The only door that you can go through in the hall is this one.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
That character's name is Marvin Branagh. Alright, I want to check something really quick, so we're going to do a cut here, and I'm going to check my sound. Okay, good. So it seems like a system file is created and keeps my sound. Okay, let's just turn around and head back over to the counter here. Go behind the counter. If you want to check your inventory, you can. Marvin gave us the blue card key. We can use the computer. It unlocks both of those doors. And also, the blue card key is automatically removed from our inventory, which is pretty nice. Alright, so let's run back down here and let's go across the hall and to these double doors. Alright, there's an item box here, so I'm going to go ahead and throw some stuff in here. We don't need our ink ribbons, of course, and we don't need our combat knife. Over here on the bench is the police memorandum. This has an important... This talks about moving stuff around inside the RPD. You want to remember that code, 2236, for later. We'll come back to it. And over here is a small desk. If you examine it, Claire can use her lockpick to open it. It contains a first aid spray. Resident Evil 2 has a ranking system that the first game did not. If you use too many first aid sprays, your ranking will go down. So you want to limit your use. Yeah, nice little creepy moment there. Nice detail. All right, so we are going to run up the next corridor here. If you check that glowing panel at the end there, you can see that it is a switch for the shutter. If you find a cord, you can then come back and fix the dangling cut cord that you see there, and you can close the shutters in this area. Over here, if you check this body twice, You will find some handgun bullets. And then right behind this body, there is a door that is locked and requires the spade key. So that is the liquor, and this, you just want to run right past it. Notice the green herb that I left there? We'll be back for it, don't worry. Alright, in this hallway there is a set of double doors right here. You do not want to go through those right now. You'll come back to this room much later and go through. Alright, there's going to be a bunch of zombies in this next area, so I'm going to show you kind of how to deal with them. When I said show you how to deal with them, that's kind of not what I meant. But here's what's cool about Resident Evil 2. You can shoot these zombies as they get up. Okay, he's not bleeding out, so just shoot him again. There's that reload. It's okay though, because there was no enemies really close to me, and we have only these slow-moving targets here. Sometimes they'll crawl toward you too. And that typically just takes an extra shot. Alright, you saw that I got grabbed, but I'm still in green shape there. Back here we have a door that requires the diamond key. And if we go out here, we can see a message about the dark room there. There's 2 green herbs right there. I recommend that you use green herbs rather than first aid sprays. But also I recommend that you leave green herbs where they are and don't clutter up your inventory with them until you need to. Alright, this room is called the dark room. I'll be referencing it quite a bit. And I believe if you go to this drawer and you search, I thought it was here. Maybe it's this drawer? Yeah, so it's the second drawer. You get some handgun bullets. Now on the back of the desk here, you can see there is the Operation Report 2 file. It has some interesting info, and if you go around to the front of the desk here, you can find a typewriter. There is on the desk, just to the side of it, some more ink ribbons. And over here is a locker. This is locked and requires a special key. You get the special key by completing a secret part of the scenario, and I'm not going to go into that. Alright, so I'm going to create a new save for this playthrough. You also want to limit the number of times that you save, otherwise it can affect your ranking also. So keep in mind that you can develop film here. We'll be back here several times to develop film in the darkroom. Right now I'm going to go over here to the chest. I'm going to go ahead and store my first aid spray. And look at this, you can combine items right out of the chest. When I take these ink ribbons out, they combine with the ink ribbons on hand as long as you have them selected, and then you can put them right back in. Alright, let's keep going. And let's go upstairs. Alright, keep running all the way down this hallway until you find this puzzle. And if you examine this bust in the middle, it says that the god of sun and the god of moon, their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release red soul. So, we're going to push these 2 statue busts. Push this one back until the camera angle change, just like that. I'm going to be referring to camera angle changes a lot because they're very important to the overall combat strategy and movement strategy of the game. I pushed it over the wall as you saw, and now I'm going to push it forward until it's in that discolored slot there. Now we're going to go to this one, get in front of it, and start pushing it backward until the camera angle changes, just like that. And we're going to push it over to the far wall. Then we just knock it down into place. And the statue drops that gem, so go to the front of the statue once again and search to find the red jewel. Much like the previous game, if you go into your inventory and check items, you'll find out that they have a different name. This is actually called a virgin heart. Alright, continue. Go down this hallway and you'll see stars, pretty clearly printed here, but you can examine if you need to. Go inside. Directly across from the door is the desk of Claire's brother, Chris. And examine this book right here to get Chris's diary. This informs Claire that Chris is not even in Raccoon City, so she's not going to find him during the game. And then you get the unicorn medal. This over here is clearly Jill Valentine's desk, and she's got a boyfriend, which makes it kind of odd that her and Chris were hugging so weird. Back here is a bunch of unopened desks. Unopened boxes, and it looks like a rookie's desk, so I think this is where Rebecca is supposed to sit. If you check this locker over here, you'll get the grenade launcher, a weapon you'll be using throughout the game. Now if you go behind the desk over here and you check the wall right there, you'll see a picture of all the Stars team, and if you go right where the logo is and search, you'll find some handgun bullets on the ground. Alright, that's it in this room, and on your way out, something will occur. Alright, so this file has a long name at first, but when you file it, it's called Mail to Chris. It's basically a fax from Internal Affairs, Federal Internal Affairs, basically. And it just lets Chris know that his chief, Brian Irons, is dirty and taking money from Umbrella. So that's locked and requires a spade key, so we cannot go forward. We will now backtrack all the way to the beginning of the game. Well, not the beginning of the game, the beginning of the RPD stage. Okay, something's gonna happen here. Yeah, so you saw how I kind of moved to the inside wall. It's going to happen again here. Yeah, they can grab you and they can do a little bit of damage. Okay, remember, the liquor is in this next room, so I'm going to equip the grenade launcher, and then I'm going to walk, not run, into the room, because liquors are blind. They basically go by sound, and sometimes they can sense the players there, so maybe sound and smell, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to walk up to it very carefully and kill it. Oh, it went up back up on the ceiling there. When it jumped down, just hit it twice, and it's dead. Alright, now we can keep going. Yeah, keep in mind that it basically takes 2 grenade launcher rounds to kill a liquor. You don't want to try to do it with handgun. The handgun is just not efficient enough. Alright, go out here to the statue and use the unicorn medal. Quick FMV shows it dropping the key. So when you first get this, it'll be a pre-sync key. As ever, you want to check it in your inventory to see that it is the spade key. So now we can unlock that door back up there on the 2nd floor. I don't think we need to drop anything off. Oh, we don't need the Virgin Heart for some time. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drop that off. So this hallway is much nicer now, and we can go over here, unlock the door with the spade key, and go inside. If you just go straight ahead from the door and check the shelves, you'll get the patrol report. Over here on these shelves, you can search and you'll find an ink ribbon. And then around the corner here, you'll find a stepladder. So I think you might know what to do here. Just push the stepladder all the way down to the corner. And when Claire can no longer move it, just step on top of it. And up on top of this shelf, you'll find the crank. And of course, if you check that in your inventory, you'll find that it is a square crank. Just like in Resident Evil 1, we've already got a crank. Yeah, you can take that green herb if you want to. I recommend you leave it here. That way, if you're wounded and you're passing through, you can get it. This time when you're coming through this hallway, you don't have to worry about these zombies, and also, we're still not going in those double doors. All right, and head up the stairs. We're going to run all the way back to the hallway outside the STARS office.
Help me!
Yeah, if you start running right away, there's a good chance that you can just go right behind that guy, and he'll never catch you. So here you want to use the spade key, and then you can discard it without having to go into your menu. Pretty nice.
Leon!
Claire, you made it!
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
All right, thanks, Leon. Yeah, none of that info is useful. If you go down this hallway, that is where Leon came from, and check this open lock on the side, you can get handgun bullets. Okay, and then if you head back and go this way, you can check this little table here and use the lockpick on it, and you can get the flame rounds. Okay, here in the library, we call it. You want to go straight up the stairs there and just keep following the balcony all the way around until this happens. All right, now if you turn and look at this panel, there is a bronze plate with a picture on it. Notice where all of the shelves are. I'm just going to go ahead and call them shelves. And if you go over here and you press this switch, you will activate the shelves. So now in order to make the shelves in the library match the plate over there, you just go to these last two and move them both once to the right. All right, it's slid open and we can go back inside this little enclosed area and get the serpent stone. All right, just want to note that you probably saw it over here, but there is a red herb right there. Again, I'm going to recommend that you leave it there until you need it, or until you're passing through here for the last time, and I'll point that out to you. So now we're going to go back up to the top floor, 3F, and go through this door. So now you notice we're walking, you can hear the liquor, it's moving toward us, and we're going to shoot it twice, and it's dead. Go in this door, and then, yeah, that machine appears to be broken over there, but if you come over here, you find a square hole in the wall, which is a nice place to use your square crank. Lowers the stairs, and as you can see, I automatically discarded the square crank. Don't have to carry it around forever like the last game. If you go up the stairs here, I just want to check this very quickly. If you check this place right here, it looks like a switch, but notice right in the middle, there is a cog missing. All right, so we will be back here when we find that cog. For now, I'm going to go back downstairs and go back downstairs in the library. Wasn't hitting it for a second there. Alright, we're going to equip the handgun. There's going to be a bunch of zombies out here, but we don't need to shoot all of them. As long as we keep moving. So we don't need to shoot that guy, and we don't need to shoot this guy at the corner. Don't need to really ever worry about either of them. There's an emergency ladder here. Push the button. And now you've got an easy way to get from the second level down to the first level. You will not regret putting that ladder down. All right, now continue over here and around this corner. Oh, that guy was a lot closer than I expected him to be. And then here comes another guy. So turn around and get away from these guys a little bit. And you want to shoot. Ah, man, this guy's giving me some real problems. Yeah, so I'm telling you to shoot these two zombies because they are problematic. Their position here on the balcony is not great. All right, so we went through this door. You know, Clara's not leaning yet, and we're still green. We probably have lost some health points. Sorry, actually, I meant to combine this in order to refill it. Look at that. We've got over 100 bullets. We're doing great. So, here in this room, if you check the sofa over here, you will get the lighter. And then over here on the counter, we can find some more ink ribbons. And then right here is Chief Secretary's diary. The Chief is not a good guy. You can use the typewriter there to save your game if you want to. And we can use the item chest over here. So, for the next area, let's go ahead and throw our ink ribbons in here by combining them together first. And let's see. Really, we just want to keep the handgun and bullets at this point, so we're going to go ahead store these for a minute. And store the flame rounds and the serpent stone and the lighter. Don't really need anything for this next part of the game. And go through this door. Now ignore the zombie. You can also hear some flames. Just go to this door and continue. Now there's a bunch of crows in this corridor, so you want to go down to the corner, go around, and check this body twice. And you will get a whole bunch of ammo. Just keep going. Go to the door. All right, man, that one crow almost had me. So yeah, burning helicopter out here. Nothing to do at the moment, though. Just go to this back area and go down the stairs. All right, we're going to run around this zombie girl and this guy. Now you got to watch out for these light posts, though. That guy almost got me, and just go right back to the end here. Okay, in this room, there is an area here, but there's nothing there, so just go around the corner. You will find the valve handle on the floor. This is a very useful item permanently in your inventory. And you can find the bow gun if you didn't get it from Robert Kendo earlier. There it is. And there's some more ink ribbons here. We've got plenty of space, so I'm going to go ahead and take the ink ribbons. But again, I'm not going to save. Fun thing about this door is if you try to open it, you let zombies in the room. I always thought that was so cool. Just go ahead and get out of here. They kind of block your view a little bit. So nothing you need to waste time about. So zig and zag through these guys. Go around this corner. Whoa! Ran too close to that guy, and now I'm doing the lead. And she'll lurch after you, and that lets you get over to the ladder. Alright, so again, don't want to use first aid sprays if we don't have to. Let's go behind this fence over here. Still moving pretty good, so I should be able to avoid all the enemies. Use the valve handle here. There's some stuff on the wall. You can read that before you use the valve handle, but I'm just trying to move quickly. Alright, so we've actually, put too much pressure on the water tank and broke it. But it put out the fire, so positive effect. Now head over here to the helicopter and check over here by the passenger door. And you are getting the handgun bullets. Alright, now we want to return to the crow corridor. All the crows are still going to be there, so we want to be running right away, and we want to head all the way down this hallway and go back to the door we entered in, and we want to get there before these crows catch up to us. Okay, now let's see. Let's go in here. I don't think there's any green herbs in here, or any green herbs nearby, but don't worry about it. Let's see. We are going to put the handgun the handgun and the bullets away for the time being. And let's see. We're going to take the lighter. So we've got the Virgin Heart, the lighter, the bow gun, and we don't need the valve handle for quite a while. So let's equip ourselves with the bow gun. The bow gun is a cool weapon, but it needs to be used at extremely close range. It works really well against zombies. So I don't know if you noticed, but there's no more burning sound in this corridor. It was previously in flames, and so the burning is gone, and so are the zombies. All right, so if we head past this, yeah, we hear a woman scream, and Claire turns back. If we check this door, we realize that we need to blow up the wall in order to get through there. Go over to this door. There is a statue here. The statue reads, Tyrannos the Brave revives with 2 lights. All right, so if we go over to this side, we can check this, and it says a woman relief, and there's a hole about the size of a fist. Notice the shape of it too. We can go into our menu and use the Virgin Heart here. We need to find another Virgin Heart for the statue on the other side. And here we will find the precinct key. And then if we go over here and we check this urn, we will get the ink ribbon. All right, so that's about it. We have hit the 30-minute mark. We've actually gone a little bit past it. So now I am going to go back this way and go back to the secretary's area. And that's going to do it for this episode for this portion of the Resident Evil 2 walkthrough for the Claire A scenario. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will come back and join me for the next episode. Thanks, and have a great day.